Hello everyone, it's Dave here again. A quick update on a new retail sales tool form. Your beginning step to creating a retail boat sale. I reimagined this a little bit, made it a little more modern, falling in line with the new practices of Salesforce development. Makes it just a little more modern and added a little bit of functionality along the way. So we'll just jump right into this. Has retail sales tool tab. This should appear for everyone. We're going to get rid of the one that just says retail sale. I believe it's somewhere. Maybe not. You have to realize that this is my development environment. This is not the production environment, so things might look just slightly different, but we'll just focus on the tool. So anyway, you'll end up with this retail sales tool tab, and when you click into it, you're going to know right away it's a little bit different, and we'll go through both of these. It's basically, we could never sell to a business before. We were using a little bit of hacks where we put the business half of their name as the first name and maybe something else as the second name. And then we ended up creating a person account, and that's really just all wrong, but we had no really other way to handle selling a boat to a business that wasn't, our partner or our dealer or such. So we address that here. I'll walk you through first selling to a customer, your standard sale, just like it was before. So you can just select on a customer. The search is a little bit different, but it's the same search we've used in the partner community. A couple other places we've used it, so starting to get some reuse out of our code. So you can just search. It'll search first name, last name, those sorts of things. Phone number, even it will search by. So pretty flexible here. If you find an account you're looking for, you've already sold to these people, it will populate the entire form. So you can see all this standard stuff: first name, last name, phone, mobile phone. One of those two is required, not both. Email is required. Preferred language is required. Gender is now required. It comes up in the insurance world where we actually need to specify the gender. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it is mandatory. So I need to capture it. Also, now we have this tax exempt. And if you click it, and to say yes, this customer is tax exempt, you can enter their tax exempt status card number here, and if it is true, you can't go on unless you enter that. So we can just go on to next. Here is the fields, your format fields. This is pretty much identical to the form before. You can just select whatever you want and deselect whatever makes sense. You can go past that, and here's your wow notes, any quick wow notes you need, and right back to the few questions leading up to building your opportunity, your lead source. This is all the same as before. Just a little more modern. And build a boat will take you off to the boat builder, just like before. So we'll go all the way back. And we can clear the account and type in anything. If you can't find the account you're looking for, because clearly that doesn't exist, you just click the create button. And we get a blank form. So first, last, put in phone number, b.com, print email, English, mail. The one nice feature we brought over is the automatic address selection. This leans on Google to pull in actual addresses. So you can just search in there for your address. It'll pull it all back in, and it'll all be formatted correctly. All our data going forward will then have uniform look. We won't get W or West or road and RD and all those crazy variants that we get. And it's just a lot easier. Then we can just walk through this. None of this is mandatory, but again, we feel it's all pretty good information we can get about our customers. So you can fill that in just like before. Same as here, just like before. And it would be just the same. So you click through, go to the boat builder, build your boat. Nothing revolutionary there. The business form, it varies a little bit. So we'll start. Again, you have the same search. It's going to look for just business accounts. I have one. If it finds it, it'll bring it in. Let's just do a new one just for the fun of it. Create a new. So here we need just the name of the account, an email address, whatever, phone number. Again, I'm sure I don't have to tell you what phone means, but fax if you have it. And we have 2 address fields here that we can deal with. Again, these are both utilizing the address search. And it populates everything in we need to. Same as there. And next. And this is the big spot where the business account will differ. Business account, you need to have contacts available for your account. So this would be like the person sitting in front of you. So we can just add a contact. Contact name. Whoops. Let's maybe make first name, last name. Either way, you'll see the up here in this sort of container up here. It starts filling in the first and last name. We'll go through that in a sec. Email. Title is the title they have within the company, not mandatory. This will need to be, one of your contacts will need to be set as a buyer. So you won't be able to move on if you haven't selected a buyer. So we can say this is a buyer. I don't know how often there would actually be a co-buyer in a business, but if you need to add another contact, you can just click on add another contact. And second. Oops, that's not. Contact, whatever. And you can set that as a co-buyer. And you can always click on these contacts to bounce back and forth. And if you click the X, that'll go away. So you only have one. Need to make sure that we have a buyer, and then you just go into next, and then bang, you're right into the opportunity form. Sorry, got sidetracked there. And you can just click and go to build your boat. And we'll go back and demo one quick little thing here. We'll just start over, go into business. We'll select that account we already had, and I'll show you. This already has 2 contacts associated with them. You can click on them, and if the things look right, maybe we use one of these. Again, we still need to make sure we select which one's a buyer and a co-buyer if there needs to be one. So we'll select this one as a co-buyer, and again, if neither one of these are your contacts, you can simply add a contact and select that as your buyer. but we'll go with Dewey for now. Set him as our buyer. We will actually fill this one out and create an opportunity. And of course we want it now. So this is going right to the boat builder. At this point there's nothing, or God, I hope there's nothing new for you guys to see here. We'll just put a quick boat together here, whatever. Save it to the opportunity. The only thing I want to show you here is what the quotes and the sales agreement are going to look like for a business. They will be, I was logged, sorry. You shouldn't have that problem. I was logged in. Classic, don't tell anybody. Shh. There's the opportunity we just created there. And if we go into quotes and we create a quote, you'll see it's laid out slightly different. You have your account name up here, Hans Boating Conglomerate, and your contact will be down here. And just like before, if you have a co-buyer, it will be listed over here, just like the other retail sale. The rest is all exactly the same. So we can look at a sales agreement as well. Sales agreement, I'm sure you guys know, is pretty much a copy of the ERP invoice. So this will look pretty much identical on the ERP invoice. Again, same thing, we have the account up here with your contacts down below. The only thing different on the invoice is this final page. And now it reads I, the buyer contact, representing the account name with the location, instead of it just being I, Dewey Dank, of the address. That's what it says for a person account. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Give this retail sales tool a try. I shouldn't be any surprises, shouldn't be anything really new. I think it's pretty straightforward. You just step through it and fill in all the forms that there is. Give me any and all feedback, positive and negative. I'll listen to at least half of it. And we'll talk to you all later. Have a good one.